My name is Caitlin, and I attend Texas State University, where I'm majoring in journalism and minoring in sociology. I really enjoy writing, filmmaking, and anything having to do with social justice. I'm really excited to be speaking to Latinitas today, and I really hope y'all can learn something from the topic I'm going to discuss with y'all. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the topic of hashtag activism. Many of you who use social media platforms of any kind, including Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, are already probably familiar with the use of hashtags. But in case you're not, here's a brief summary. Hashtags are a type of metadata tag that are used for organizational purposes on various media platforms. According to Twitter's website, people use the hashtag symbol, or the £, before a relevant keyword or phrase in their tweet to categorize those tweets and then help them show up more easily in Twitter search. Y'all have most likely used hashtags before in your social media, so right now take a second and discuss with your group some of the hashtags that you may have used. Great job! Now, as you may know, hashtags are great organizational tools and make it easier to find a large range of content on a specific subject fairly quickly. Because of that, they lend themselves to something that has been coined as hashtag activism. Hashtag activism basically means finding a newsworthy topic and then creating a hashtag based on that topic for people to follow. The creation of that hashtag then serves as a way for people to follow the topic as it's happening live. It's a great way to customize your news content and remain up to date with topics that interest you most. I'll quickly go over some of my favorite hashtag campaigns, as well as mention some campaigns that have been geared directly towards Latinas. Feel free to pause this video along the way to discuss your own feelings or interactions with each campaign. Did you participate in the hashtag conversation around any of these topics? The first campaign I'd like to mention is hashtag Bring Back Our Girls, which was created in April of 2014 in order to bring attention to the 276 schoolgirls that were kidnapped by the Nigerian militant Islamist group Boko Haram. The hashtag quickly gained media and celebrity attention. In less than 3 weeks since its creation, it had been used over 1 million times, by a large range of people, from Cara Delevingne to the First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama. There has been controversy over this specific tag, however, some saying that it only served to strengthen America's military legitimacy, while others argued that any solidarity was a good tactic to bringing our girls back. Gaining national attention recently has been the hashtag Black Lives Matter, which was co-founded by 3 Black activist women, Alicia Garza, Patrisse Cullors, and Opal Tometi, in 2012, in response to the murder of Trayvon Martin, and numerous other Black men, women, and children due to police brutality. After the George Zimmerman trial, where Zimmerman did not receive a conviction for the murder of Trayvon Martin, Garza and Cullors took to social media to share their sentiments. The two being longtime friends, Garza was the first one to begin tagging her posts with hashtag Black Lives Matter. Fellow organizer Opal Tometi said the hashtag was created out of a profound sense of Black love. Months later, in August, the hashtag resurfaced after the murder of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, by police officer Darren Wilson. Soon the 3 women saw their hashtag being used during rallies and protests that they did not themselves organize. Hillary Clinton mentioned it at the Human Rights Gala, and Kanye West tweeted the phrase. As the movement grew, however, the meaning and creators of the hashtag began to get left out of the conversation. People started co-opting the hashtag with tags such as All Lives Matter and Brown Lives Matter, which frustrated the women. They didn't want their movement to be a fad, and want the focus to continue to remain on the systematic violence surrounding Black lives. Tameti said at a South by Southwest conference, "Not to say that their lives don't matter," she told the audience, "but we've been in a society that continues to marginalize Black faces, and so we don't want to see this kind of reappropriation and co-optation of Black Lives Matter as a hashtag." While the two previous hashtag campaigns that were mentioned helped to lead national movements, you're probably wondering how hashtag activism can relate to your lives as Latinas. Well, just like Black Lives Matter or Bring Back Our Girls, specific hashtags have been created about Hispanic men and women to discuss social issues that affect us. The hashtag Still No Latinas was created by Jenny and Jasenia Ruriza of the production company The Comedy Girls to criticize the late-night show Saturday Night Live's lack of diversity when it came to casting Latina comedians. Since its creation in 1975, the influential comedy show hasn't had a single Latina in its cast or crew. The duo said that because of the lack of accurate representation, the show relies on cheap stereotypes that make fun of Latinos. The community has struggled to find a mainstream place where they can be funny for the sake of being funny, and not just because they are making fun of our heritage, said Jenny. If we could move away from the stereotype, it would allow us to show how we react to the social issues and political issues that they solely put the sketches out for, she continued. The hashtag quickly took off on social media and started an important conversation about mainstream comedy's portrayal of Latinos. On April 11th of this year, the hashtag Brown and Proud began trending on social media. Following the sharing of over 30,000 posts across Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, dozens of teens shared their struggle with self-esteem and racial identity. An example post reads, "Yes, I am Hispanic. No, I am not Mexican. Yes, I am legal. No, I do not need a green card. Yes, I do speak English. No, I will not cut your grass. No, I do not sell drugs. Yes, I have been asked all these questions." The hashtag gained popularity, especially among young teens, as a way to celebrate diversity, while also confronting stereotypes in a positive way, through self-love. With hashtag activism's recent popularity comes its critiques. The most prominent being that while hashtags are a way to raise awareness about social issues that may fly under the radar of larger media outlets, they also create a sense of false change. Many critics argue that engaging in hashtag activism is an easy way to feel connected to a cause while not really doing any actual work within it away from social media. I disagree. Hashtags in and of themselves allow people who may not have access to traditional media a way to still be a part of the conversation and contribute their own experiences. According to a recent report by the Pew Research Center, 34% of African American teens and 32% of Hispanic teens say they are almost constantly online, which makes the use of hashtags that much more valuable. The main thing to remember is the hashtag is only the beginning. Use the hashtag to continue the conversation, introduce the topic to people around you, and help spread the word. Then, if possible, get involved with the movement through community efforts and events. Keep in mind, however, that social justice and activist work is difficult. It's not at all easy. It takes a lot of time and energy to fight for the causes that many people wish to ignore. Sometimes, physically participating in a rally or speaking out against injustices is impossible, and that's okay. Whether it's because of time constraints or social anxiety. Sometimes, the only way an activist can contribute to the movement is through social media and hashtags. Technology, and specifically social media, is about building community, and in the case of hashtag activism, using that community to create lasting social change. Thanks so much for engaging with me today, and as a final activity, brainstorm which social causes you stand for, and maybe create a hashtag of your own.